Welcome back to Bullhorn Beach, guys. Continuing our series on budget bushcraft. To me, one of the more important things that I like to do is at least try to get a good night's sleep when I'm out of the woods, okay? I've got 3 items out here that I want to show you, and 2 of them are more along the lines of comfort, like camping, okay? It's not necessarily bushcraft, but nevertheless, they've served me well, and they're not expensive, okay? So the first thing I've got is a waterproof blanket. Okay, this thing folds up. It's got a piece of Velcro right here that holds it down. That's also got a little pocket in there where you can put your glasses or whatever you've got on you that you need to stow away. So anyway, it folds out, I believe, to a queen size blanket. The outside of it is waterproof, so it could be put below you if you needed it to. And the inside of it is probably a cotton. Honestly, I don't know, but it's a material that will keep you warm, kind of like the liner of a jacket or a coat would do. This was a gift for me, so I didn't pay anything for it, which is awesome. But you can get these for about 35 bucks on Amazon, and they do really well. The fact that they're waterproof, you can fold up in this thing like a taco, and the water below you won't get in. If there's something on top of you, it won't get in. It's pretty awesome. I can feel the heat on my legs generating right now. This comes in at about just under 2 pounds. So it's a very lightweight. Let's see, here's a tag on it. It says, designed in USA, made in China, 100% polyester, machine washable and dryable. Okay, so it's a polyester material, and it works really well. It's pretty warm. Okay, the second item I've got for you is another comfort item, okay? This is a sleeping pad. You can blow it up right here. Okay, you just unscrew that. And for me, it takes about 6 deep breaths. Blow it up, close it off, and it goes to about a 1/2 inch thick. It's not super thick, okay, but it's better than laying straight on the ground. The Thermarest brands, I've seen those things run anywhere from 50 to 200 bucks, okay? Very expensive. I picked this up at a military surplus store, and the price tag is still on it, $15.95. I paid 16 bucks for this thing. They had some others there that were in the neighborhood of $25. And I asked the young lady, I said, well, what's the difference between this one and one of the others? And she said, just the look of them, the wear and tear maybe. And so I looked them over, looked at several, and this is the one I ended up picking up. You could tell it had been used. It's got some stains on it, probably from being in the dirt, but it works fine. I tested it out, blew it up before I bought it, and it works just fine. So you go to a military surplus store, you can get these a lot cheaper than you can at your department stores where they can be $50 to $200. 16 bucks for this one, made by Cascade Designs. And none of this is sponsored. I bought all this stuff, or it was given to me. Not a sponsored video. It's called the self-inflating. However, it doesn't really self-inflate. Like I said, it takes me about 6 good breaths to get this blown up to a decent amount. But that has really served me very well over the years. Sleeping on it as opposed to sleeping on the ground gives you a lot of good cushion. All right, this sleep pad weighs in at literally like 1.5 pounds. It's very, very lightweight. Nothing to carry this. I roll it up usually with my sleeping bag and whatever else I want to take with me inside there, tied off with a piece of paracord. Okay, for the hardcore bushcrafters out there, you got the wool blanket, okay? This is a 90% wool blanket. I paid 30 bucks for it. I've seen 100% wool blankets go well over $200, and I have seen 80% wool blankets as low as like $14 on Amazon. This is a 90%. Again, I picked this one up at a military surplus store. It's a queen size, I do believe. There's a tag on here somewhere. 90% wool, 10% blended fibers, 62 by 80 inches, dry clean only. So you can't wash this one, which is fine. Most people don't wash the wool blankets, I don't think, anyway. But nevertheless, if you want to go bushcraft and do the wool blanket thing, these are not a bad option. There's huge benefits to this over the blanket that is waterproof. it's not waterproof, but wool maintains a lot of its heat even when it's wet. If it's 100% wool, it'll maintain about 80% of its heat value. This one's 90% wool. You could say it'll probably keep 75% of its heat value. Okay, these are also fire resistant. They're not fireproof, but they are fire resistant. You can take these, if you build a tripod, you could actually dry meat in there and use this to hold the smoke in around the tripod, and likely it's not going to catch on fire. It may get some char on it, definitely going to get smoky, but I mean, that's what it's there for, is to keep the smoke in. All right, the only drawback I see about having the wool blanket is the weight. This one comes in at just over 4 pounds. That's a lot of weight to add to your pack. Nevertheless, it's still a good option to have because of the qualities it does carry with it. All right, guys, thanks for watching here at Bullhorn Beach again. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the button down there. I'd appreciate it. Till next time, guys, get out in the woods and stay warm.